today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
All right, welcome into the Fitness Fanatics. It is Sunday, October 5th. And no, I can't hear myself, which is fine. It's fine. It's live radio. It's all good. But Nebraska's coming off a win, so all things are forgiven, right? I mean, I could kind of hear myself, but
Do you need to turn the volume up?
yeah, I can hear you guys perfect. It's like I can't hear my own voice, which is that's usually happens with these, but it's cool. We'll manage. All right. So Harrison, I want to start off with this game yesterday to see because I have I can't remember a time, and we've had a lot of weird Nebraska games, right, over the last 10 years. I was trying to think to myself when the last time, after 7 minutes of a game, I felt like this is incredible. We block a punt for a touchdown. We have one drive. It's a touchdown. Like, I was feeling like so good, right? I'm like, this is incredible. I was going to just kick my feet up on the recliner because I didn't go to the game yesterday. Kick my feet up, relax, have the other game. We were watching Bama and Vandy on the other TV and kind of flipping between Penn State, UCLA, flipping between games, And then from 7-minute and 37-second mark of the first quarter until 2 minutes left in the third quarter, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. Like I just haven't watched anything so bad offensively in ever. Is that how you thought? Because it was so bad.
It was bizarre. So I went to the game and I had to do pregame all the way up until the very last one.
Okay.
So I knew I was going to be at the game a little bit late. Went there with my buddy and we hear the first touchdown. And I was like, whoa, that was quick. Wow, we're killing it right now. And then we get to our seats and we're on defense. The first possession we see is like a blocked punt. We run it in. We're like, oh, look at us. This is look at us go.
Right. High five.
14-0. And then we watched, to your point, defense for the next, all the way up until 2 minutes, in that third quarter. But there's a lot of 3-and-outs, a lot of sacks. Nebraska, I think, despite being able to call where they went the field, I think they maybe had the wind to their backs twice up until the fourth quarter. So they were dealing with that the entire time. And the defense looked good, but we just couldn't get any rhythm on offense. And until we got that rhythm, it looked bad. And then once we finally found it again, it was like, okay.
They were playing with the win for their first possession of the game, where they scored a touchdown.
Yep.
Because then they didn't get the ball because they blocked the punt.
Yep.
And then they didn't get the ball. Like Michigan State went on a 17-play, 10-minute drive. So Nebraska didn't get the ball till the second quarter when they were against the win.
Well, on top of,
and it was like 40 minutes of actual time.
I was going to say all the penalties and everything on top of it. Like the amount of time our offense was just chilling.
Yeah, 40 minutes of actual, from the time they were on the field till the time they took it again.
Yeah.
And it was just like, gosh, that was this. But man, it was from those two quarters where I'm just like,
well, then you get the punt return and you get sacked.
And
then you get sacked. And then you get sacked. And it's like we just took 3 sacks in a row. And and Jay were kind of talking about it. The offensive line, we won the game. This is not a Nebraska stinks, blah, blah, blah. We found a way to win the game, which is the most important. But,
right.
Man, we were getting schooled on some really basic stunts.
No, it was, but
there's a few times where the left and right tackle they both got, there's a twist. They, for some reason, they both followed the twist to the inside. I'm like,
one guy just came free. And
and I'm like, if you are on either side of those, I don't care who's flowing to the inside. Like you are getting that edge guy, whoever's rolling, and they just both missed it twice. And that was that one series that led to multiple sacks. And eventually they kind of settled in. But I think to your point, 40 minutes of just not even stepping on the field.
Nope. They just
you're going to lose your rhythm, most likely. Unless you're just super locked in, dialed in. And unfortunately they weren't, but they did find it and they won the game. So there's that.
Well, yes. And in those two quarters, it's interesting because we had 2 interceptions. We had the punt return, 54 yards,
0 points on it.
0 points. And it was just it was so bizarre because, and Ben, we were watching the game and Ben was like, or maybe it was you, Nicole, that said can all 3 phases ever play good at the same time? Like the defense and special teams were just
great,
right on point, but then the offense looked so bad. And I was just curious to why when we're going against the wind, we're just passing all the time. We're just dropping back to pass. It's just kind of
Because we couldn't make any progress otherwise. What do you mean?
Yeah, but at least if you're running,
But Evan Johnson had 86 yards on 13 carries.
He did, but how many yards did he have in second and third quarter? Not
well,
very
how many carries did he have up
Not
until
very
then?
many.
Exactly.
Right.
We didn't really
Yeah.
try it.
That's
At
the
one point in time, it was 1st and goal, and we threw the ball 3 times.
Yes, we had my favorite fade pass.
Yep.
1st and goal at the 7. And surprise, surprise, it didn't work.
You know what I realized at the game when I was there in person? Everyone hates that play call.
It was just brutal.
Yeah, and I'm not a coach. It was kind of there. He could have caught it. He could have made the play. But I just see that stuff never work. It drives me nuts. So
Maybe
and
this
again,
time.
we're not throwing to Devontae Adams
yeah,
or Jamar Chase.
I'm not
right?
Dana Holgerson, but
Those
I
guys
would
get-
I would get rid of that. I would at least. Very rarely would I ever call that one.
What we call it every game.
I would just like to run it
Right?
3 times. And you know what?
Right.
You know what, Jeff? As all as we get to is the line of scrimmage. That's 3 points.
Yes.
That's 3 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll take the points.
Instead of getting sacked 3 times in a row, right?
I felt like I was saying that a lot yesterday. Take the points. And then we tried the one and this sounds like I'm being this is all my ranty part. I was super there's positives and we'll probably talk about them, but
we're in the second and third quarter of the game, right?
Yeah, we're in the second.
We'll
and
get to
third
the
quarter.
positives at the end.
But there was just quite a few moments in there where I was just kind of a little bit dumbfounded on some of those calls in the red zone. And we had the one, cue play with Harburg.
Oh, it was awesome. Wide open. Nobody around him. Right when we pitched, we gave it to Dylan and he pitched to Emmett. That one, the first drive?
No, Harburg.
Harburg came in at quarterback. That was our first touchdown.
No,
Right.
I'm talking about the one where they tried
play.
to do the trick play with Harburg. They tried Harburg on a couple of trick plays.
Yeah.
The one time for the fake punt.
Yes.
He gets stopped there. And another time in the red zone, Dylan Royola flipped it to Harburg to try to run it up and on the sideline.
That was right after the fade pass.
That was after the fade pass. I I'm at with Harburg. I love him. I'm starting to wonder if it's just too much of a red flag as a trick play.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I
kind
know.
of like that last year whenever he would come in. Like
I think he can be a good tight end. Just use him as a traditional tight end. Like he's got the talent, and I just it seems like we're probably 1 for 5 on Harburg trick plays this year. I think defenses are just pretty dialed in whenever they see him. Because if we're going in a one tight end set, it's usually always Luke Lindenmeyer. We're going in a double tight end, maybe he's out there. If we're in a one tight end set and it's only Heinrich Harburg at that tight end position, I think that's a big circle.
Yeah. So we had 2 quarters of misery, basically, right? Misery. And with 2 minutes left in the third, it was 3rd and 10, and I made a comment in the room about I was so upset.
It was very grim.
I was just like,
in our house.
this is just, I mean, I was very upset. I made a comment like, oh, let's see, what am I going to talk about on the show in the morning? Like these guys make all this money that we can criticize. And, I was just
gaslighting.
This is why I don't watch games with other people, because I get too emotionally wrapped up and stuff. And as soon as I made that comment, we hit that bomb to Jacory.
Yep.
and then we get the touchdown. And then it was over after that,
And then
right?
everything was forgiven.
Yeah, so it's like
found the rhythm finally.
It was just with like kind of the point I was making was it was so crazy how like I just haven't seen a game where you the first 7 minutes you're just, this is incredible. Next 2 quarters you're just like, this is just abysmal. Like we had 50 yards of offense at halftime and 40 of those were on the first drive. 5 sacks. And Michigan State was like 110th in the nation in sacks going into the game. So you were like, oh, we shouldn't have to worry about this. But then all of a sudden, we turn on the Jets. They're hitting Childs. And, he had passed for 200 yards or more the last 3 games. And so you just kind of see, we'll credit our pass defense. No credit to the wind. We'll give all the credit to our pass defense, right?
Pass defense. I'll tell you what, Javen Wright was nice yesterday.
It was good. Yeah. Sack,
that first game where he jumped over the running back. I was like, that's pretty awesome.
It was good. It was
the defense played good too. Young Benton's point, defense and special teams, they were playing good. Offense was a little inconsistent until they finally got their heels in the ground. They got comfortable, but
Well, and we got going with the wind. It was just doop, 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 right?
Yeah, way easier.
Just zipping right down the field. Nice screen, getting some screen passes for some big gains. And, so
Evans had a monster block.
What's that?
Decleated somebody
Oh,
on that
yeah.
bubble screen for Hunter, where Hunter lost the shoe.
Yeah.
Evans came over from that center spot, pulled, and just decleated whoever that corner was. But, and that's when the offense kind of got comfortable, and you start seeing people make plays, and the blocking got better. They're just executing, because that bubble screen doesn't happen unless Evans just levels a kid, and he did.
Yeah, it's nice to see Nebraska weather the storm, right? And when they went down 21-14, people are just right. I mean, that's
in so many years past. Like when we run into a storm like that, like we lose the ship in the ocean every time.
Mm-hmm.
We finally got the ship back to the dock. It's that's where I'm like, you gotta take your optimism. I was lucky enough to be in front of some Spartan fans.
Yeah,
and they're like, kind of saying the same thing. Like, yeah, Charles is good, but he just makes us nervous. He has his moments. He's kind of unpolished, and they felt like I was talking to another Nebraska fan. I was like, okay, so we're all just in this together. Like this is just an anxiety-ridden crowd right now.
Well, as Steve Sipple says, like every play on football, you're just trying to avoid disaster.
Yeah, because when they got 21-14, the guy behind me was like, oh, he was starting to sweat. Like, oh, we got a lead now. Oh boy, what's gonna happen here? So it's kind of funny to just see the comparison. So it's like, all right.
But it was good though. It was a good win. I now next week we go to Maryland, who blew a huge lead to Washington.
Yep.
They were up 20-6 or 20-0 in the fourth.
I think it was 21.
And they lost 24-20. They lost 24-20. So they gave up a big lead in the fourth, which at first I was like, maybe I want Maryland to be 5-0 going in there. And then I'm like, no, I don't want them to be 5-0. I want them to be down and dejected. And hopefully they're down and dejected, because
I don't think they will be.
You don't
think they'll be upset?
Yeah, but okay. When we're worried about teams being upset, that's like playing Ohio State, right? Or Nebraska. I remember back in the day when we'd lose a game. I remember we lost to somebody in the 90s. Can't remember what year it was. And we played Iowa State the next week, and I knew we were just gonna beat and we won by 60 points. Like that's when you're worried. You're not worried about Maryland being upset. I mean, really? I'm not worried about it.
I'll
crowd
tell you
won't
why.
be juiced.
The defense,
it'll be a little down.
What do you think one of the biggest problems yesterday for Nebraska's offense was? Would you say pass protection?
A little bit.
Yeah, and it's not all on the offensive line. Like, right, Dylan Rayola, there's sometimes he held on to the ball too long.
Right.
Yeah.
Or receivers didn't get open.
Right.
That was when you had your biggest meltdown, was when, was it Emmett Johnson?
Emmett was wide open down at the goal line.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And I even rewound it.
Yeah.
And I was like, look,
Rewinded.
there's just nobody within 15 yards of him.
Yeah. You were
And we just missed it.
so mad.
But all this to say is, like, I think our offensive line and Dylan Rayola, like pocket press, it's again, I'm not saying, oh, he's terrible, but it needs some work.
Polish.
We're racking up sacks. Maryland's really good at getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not Ohio State, so
I mean, they're getting 4+ sacks a game.
We'll be all right.
Pretty versus Washington, they had 6 the last, or no, they didn't have 6. I think they only had 3. It was the game before that they had. Let me see here. Yeah, they only had 3 sacks in this one, only 3. But Michigan State also was not getting any sacks at all year, and then they played Nebraska and they racked up 7.
Yeah, well, it's good to get a win and be able to correct some things. Right?
I'm just saying, like, that's going to be, I'd imagine, a big point of emphasis with Maryland, because, I mean, if I just go through the stats here, because me and Jay were doing this, if we go to defense, this tells you where all the pressure is coming from. So you got a linebacker with 1 sack, another linebacker with 2 sacks. You got a defensive lineman with 3.5. You got another defensive lineman with 4.5. You got Cam Rice, defensive lineman. He's got 1.5.
This is Maryland. You're talking.
This is Maryland. You got a half sack there, half sack there. 19 sacks on the season so far.
Yeah, I mean, they really have. I mean,
all I'm saying is they're bringing pressure everywhere, and when we're getting schooled by basic stunts from 2 defensive linemen, yeah, that's a point of emphasis for me. Like, can we get that figured out? So
maybe we learned a few things there in the fourth quarter, throwing some screen passes and kind of evading that rush.
Communication is, I was going to say, just not even the play call. Like, you got to communicate. communicate that stuff. Figure out who's coming downhill.
I feel good though. Our first road game is we're going to Maryland and not Oregon, right?
Yeah,
so
that
that's
helps.
good.
That helps.
So it could be a lot worse for us.
Be.
We're not going to Bama. We're not going to LSU. We're not going to. Well, I was going to say Penn State, but
not yet.
We're not. We're not going there. And I think maybe it's good for the guys to get out of Lincoln, right? Be a little bit more focused on the road and get out of your home, get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, because even KC wasn't that
much. So
drive.
it's good. I'm kind of excited. About it. But hey, we're 4-1. Penn State's 3-2.
Yep. UCLA's 1-4.
Texas is 3-2. Yep. Right. They look terrible.
Manning is
he's not good.
That's a lot of money to be sitting on to, and now it's not. That's brutal.
Yep.
It also, like, even if you're Manning, like, I know he's getting paid so much money. Oh, this morning has to suck for him right now.
And
the amount of criticism he's getting.
And they're playing Oklahoma next week, and they're not going to do much offensively against Oklahoma.
It's on the road, right?
Well, it's in Dallas.
Okay.
It's at the Cotton Bowl.
That
where it is
helps.
every year.
Yeah, I always forget.
But that's not a game. I mean, even though Oklahoma's quarterback's out, I'd pick Oklahoma to win that. I mean, Texas isn't going to do much against them offensively.
Well, Florida, I don't know if Florida just played that good offensively or if Texas defensively fell asleep. But Lagway looked like he did all of a sudden last season. It was like, okay, here's the Florida. And they looked big. They looked strong and quick. And it's just bizarre because Florida always had all that same talent and stars. And they just finally put it together versus Texas because they scored on that opening drive. And I think Texas answered, but I think Florida right away picked it off and then answered back.
Yeah. Well, and next week, this week was kind of a ho-hum day in college football, like yesterday.
It was supposed to be.
There wasn't really a lot of
happened.
Huge epic games, right? Like there weren't a lot of close games. And there wasn't a lot of games ranked versus ranked. But you go to next week and it's another incredible slate of games. Like just in the Big Ten, I know we got Ohio State at Illinois. We got Michigan at USC. We got Indiana at Oregon. We got Iowa at Wisconsin, could be Wisconsin actually played pretty decent against Michigan on the road. They didn't get
10-7.5.
Yeah, it was close until they kind of pulled away at the end. So that's kind of a do or die game for Iowa. I mean, if Iowa goes to Wisconsin and loses, which I hope they do, then they're 3-3, and they still have Oregon, Penn State, at USC, at Nebraska, all on the schedule. It could get rough there, which I'm here for, right?
It'll be the first time I've seen Iowa had like an actual rough year.
Yeah, it's been, so it could get rough. So it's just, and then the SEC is even better. I mean, Texas, Oklahoma, there's just some great games next weekend, and ours, of course, we're playing at Maryland. We do want to give a big shout out to the Nebraska volleyball team who had on Friday night was just probably you won't see a more dominant performance on a volleyball court.
Unless you watch Saturday. Pretty close.
Well, not even that. 25-6 in the first set.
Yeah, no, it was unreal. But I think what was the most we gave up in a set this weekend?
17 maybe.
Yeah, I think 17 was the high. And then a lot of it was like 17, 13, 6.
Oh, was it
12?
And like Nicole always says, they're the child you don't have to worry about. Like,
no.
I mean, heck, in these two past games, it's like if you forgot or like you were doing something and you came back like 45 minutes later and it's already in the third set. I mean,
I say that all the time.
It's just crazy.
Walking after the game, me and Sam were like, man, I wonder what the volleyball score is. We get to Brewski's because we're going to eat quick before we head out.
Almost.
Oh, the game's over. They swept them.
Yeah, right.
Good job, volleyball.
Again, the child you don't have to worry about.
Nah, just gifted. You just love to root for them. Easy to root for.
So, but now for them, it's kind of like, all right, let's get to the tournament. Let's go. Like that's what we're looking towards, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got to. I mean, we've had. What was it 2 years ago? We were undefeated.
Yep.
All the way up until playoffs. And then
I think we played
Texas.
Lost to Texas in the finals.
O'Neal, she was dominant. She scared the daylights out of me. She was really good. So,
and then last year we had the Final Four reverse sweep to Penn State, and it was just kind of. But it was good. I think it was really I think Nebraska and Danny Busboom Kelly wanted to make a statement because not only did they sweep Nebraska last year, but they swept Louisville also.
Yep.
So Penn State went 4-0 against our team and our coach. So it was just one of those things that was like, wow, that was just fantastic.
And it does feel like her team is a little bit more aggressive to where you do get some of those finishes.
Yeah.
So it's like, just
I'm not a really big
the aggressiveness just completely drowned them early.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm not the biggest volleyball savant.
Yeah, like knowing the ins and outs.
Yeah, but it just feels like John Cook, and hey, it works. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we always should have done this because John Cook was winning games left and right. He was coaching that team that was undefeated till Texas. They're just a more conservative style. Like we'll kind of wait for you to mess up. We'll play
in defense.
Yeah, and then
like
this Busboom Kelly team, it's like it just lights up the scoreboard, and before you know it, it also runs into times where a reverse sweep is necessary on the road. But yeah, I've just been really impressed. It's always weird to say it, but this volleyball team has been so dominant. It feels different, which almost feels like an insult to say,
right?
Because of all the years prior.
Yeah, but they've been dominant.
Because they have been dominant.
Yeah,
but just these two games in particular, my jaw's kind of been like, oh my Lord, I would not want them on my schedule right now.
Yep, that's good. One last thing before we go to break. The Bears are 2-2.
And we have to worry about winning or losing today.
Do we have any text messages from Packer fans out there getting on my case? Because now it's 2 in a row that we've won 2 straight, and the Packers and Cowboys tied, which is the stupidest thing. I mean, if I would have stayed up to watch that game, and I have to go to bed at 11:30 at night, and it's a tie game, I'd be so furious, and I'd just be so upset about it. Like, it's just so dumb. Like, why can't they just do the overtime rules like they do in the playoffs for the regular season? Like,
yeah, it's dumb.
It's just so it drives me nuts. And then you saw the Rams, like they tried to go for the win against San Francisco on Thursday night with fourth down from the 1, and they didn't make it, and they lost. They could have kicked the field goal, and probably they either would have lost or tied. So I kind of get their thing, like, let's go for the win, because if we kick a field goal with 3 minutes left, San Francisco gets the ball, and there's really nothing we can do. We're either going to lose or tie.
But a tie doesn't really hurt you. A loss does.
I know. It's just stupid.
It is stupid.
Annoying.
And if you're at home, I can see the temptation to go for the win.
Yeah,
I might have done the same, but
and then
it does hurt you way more. If you take
then it was funny. I was listening to another show, and they were talking about how like it was 4th down, and the play call that the Rams do. He was like, "You ever play Madden where you just go to the most basic play you
quick
ever
slants.
run, which is a halfback dive?"
Oh,
right.
No, it's always quick slants.
So they for a running play, up the middle, right?
Yep.
So he's like, you got Stafford who's thrown for 400 yards. You got Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and they just run a dive right in the middle of the Niner defense, and they just lose like 2 yards. And it's like the biggest play of the season so far. Like, and you can't come up with anything more creative than just run up the middle.
Well, I think they're running out of creativity because they just got stopped on the 4th and 1 as well. That kind of led to that, and then having to go for that late drive because they were 4th and 1 and ran it up the middle, and they got stuffed and turned it over on downs. And then
just crazy. But yeah, the Bears are 2-2. We're not getting any hate text messages.
Well, we
Packers.
do got Chris in Omaha.
Oh, we do have one.
He did text today, but I'm just going to read this one from September 21st. Bear down, baby.
Oh, jeez.
Bear down.
Yeah, he said that September 21st, not today, but I'm going to use it. But he also said today, going back to Husker football, we left and went back to our tailgate after half. We started to head home in the 3rd quarter, and there were lots of people heading to their cars around the same time. Yesterday had the here we go again feeling to it. I'm glad the boys found their way and kept fighting. I think that was a lot of people.
I think you would have left too.
Well, if I would have went, I would have had to leave anyway because Ben had to go to work. So we didn't go to the game. I gave my tickets to one of our kids that goes to Yankee Ridge, JJ.
Well, Mark
Onweiler's brother, JJ, and his mom went. So I'm sure he was cheering loud and proud, Husker fan that he is. But no, it's great. So yeah, Chris in Omaha giving the Bear down 2 weeks ago when we were 0-2, and now we're 2-2, and we got a nice bye week this week. But no, it was cool to see Caleb have the game-winning drive, and that game was almost like watching the Husker game. We had all these interceptions, and we just couldn't do anything with it. Like we had like 5 or 6 drives inside the 25 and just got like 6 points out of it till the end. We kept getting sacked.
That was the exact
intentional
same game.
grounding.
Yeah.
It was kind of, but he made the drive when it mattered. And then, as a Bears fan too, you're like, oh, here we go again. They're just marching down the field, going to get a field goal, and good block, and got the W. Now we're off. And then next Monday night, we're going to the scene of the crime last year. DP, get ready. Caleb's coming to Washington for Bears Commanders next Monday night, and could be a season-changing game. So we'll see.
I need that for my
from last year
here at the ticket.
And you're like, DP's like, yeah, can you cut these this play up for me?
Yeah, if he's listening right now, thanks for making me cut up the victory band song on it, whatever it was. I think it was like their victory song.
I'm sure that has nothing to do with the fact that you were a Bears fan. You just happened to be the one here.
No, there was like 4 other dudes back there.
Oh, he just wanted you personally?
Yeah, I well, clearly, because apparently I just no, I think I just need this one.
All right. Well, we're going to go to break. Stay with us here. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says, it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right. Welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. Okay, you guys. So it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October. And we were, we're kind of grumbling about, I don't know if you two ladies were listening to the first segment, but, we were complaining about real life problems like Husker football, right? But we're going to get into some real life stuff. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we have 2 guests with us in studio. If you're watching, well, I guess you kind of have to be watching because there's a game on the airwaves right now, football game on right now. But we are joined in studio by Amber Christensen and Lisa McClung. And so Lisa, we'll start with you. So I reached out to you because, well, you have an event coming up here in a couple of weeks, which is the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk out at Holmes Lake, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll get into that here at the top of the hour. And then you also brought Amber along, who is a breast cancer survivor. Here, looking strong, excited, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to get to know you two ladies here before we get into the seriousness of it. All right. So we'll start with you, Lisa. So we always ask our guests a couple questions. 1, where did you grow up? Where did you go to high school? And were you active in sports?
Okay. Well, I was born in Omaha.
Okay.
But I was raised in Iowa. So I went to a little teeny tiny high school called Adair Casey.
I know right where that is.
Do you?
Yes.
The Smiley Face Water Tower.
Yep.
We're from Iowa also.
Okay.
Central
Yes.
Iowa. But
Okay.
Well, Nicole was born in Des Moines area and she went to Carlisle High School. I was born in Grand Island, but moved to Iowa when I was 2 years old. So I went to Waukee.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're very familiar driving back and forth I-80. Yes, we know right where the Smiley Face is, the Adair. Case Adair exit.
Yep.
That's where the windmill is, right? Or is there a windmill at Adair? Or is that
There is one. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was kind of always like a little landmark driving back and forth.
Before
from Des
there
Moines to
was
Lincoln.
windmills everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. That was like one of the first ones right there on that exit.
Yeah. So I grew up in Casey.
Okay.
I didn't play sports a lot. I played sports when I was younger. I did cheer and dance through high school.
Okay.
So I played a little volleyball, a little softball, just enough to be dangerous.
Any one shiny moments that you had back from your, like, even in cheerleading competition, or one that you would share, with your kids and grandkids?
Honestly, I was just telling my soon-to-be daughter-in-law about this the other day. I danced at the boys basketball finals with the All Iowa Honor Drill team. And so
Okay.
that was kind of a highlight.
Was that so like the state basketball tournament, or was that
Yep.
okay?
State
Okay.
basketball tournament in Des Moines. I can't even tell you. It's the Wells Fargo Arena.
Oh, yeah.
now.
Oh yeah. So it used to be like
think it's
Vets
Casey's.
Auditorium.
It was Vets.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're aging ourselves.
Yes, I know.
With Vets Auditorium.
Yeah.
Like, where was that? Oh, was it Vets Auditorium? What's Vets
Yeah.
Auditorium? I don't
even
know what that is.
Yeah.
Now that's just like Hy-Vee Hall or something. Like they
Yes,
just do
yes,
like events there.
It's called something like Casey's, I think, is the
Oh, is it the Casey's?
title spot, whatever, of that place now.
And I always,
unimportant.
as a kid, Casey's gas station was always like, that's the big gas station. I was like, wow, it'd be cool to live in Casey, Iowa. There's a Casey's.
Not
in
really,
Casey.
though.
There
Those
was
two are
not a
not-
Casey's in
Lot of
Casey,
Casey's.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Casey was too small for a Casey's.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
But yeah, we know right where that is. So
Yes.
like I said, many trips driving to and from Des Moines to Lincoln, and so it's pretty cool. All right,
I think
Amber.
we played Adair in soccer once in my very short
Did you play?
soccer
Did
career.
you play it against Adair?
I went. I don't know if I played.
You didn't get in though.
I don't know. I was there. I remember the
Oh.
ride, the bus
Okay.
ride. So
I think Adair was maybe a class below Waukee. And when I went to Waukee, that was 96 when it was like we were 2A school.
Yeah, we played Van Meter and Anita. And,
Oh, okay.
Guthrie Center. Those were kind of the
Okay. Okay. And now Waukee's like the biggest school in the
Yeah.
country almost. It's really crazy.
I don't know about the country.
No, the country.
Okay.
Country.
Okay.
All right, Amber. Let's go to you. Where did you grow up? Where did you go to high school? And sports, if you're active in sports.
Well, I was actually raised in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So it's a little town up north called Rice Lake, Wisconsin, where I grew up.
Okay.
And sports, I was volleyball and soccer. It was fun. Not very good at it, but it was fun. And I was also a cheerleader as well.
Okay.
Throughout high school. And it was fun we went to state for football and basketball.
Okay, that's cool.
So that was fun.
Was I don't want to age you out or anything, but was volleyball like big in Wisconsin back then, like it is now?
For high
You remember?
school.
Or for
it was
college?
for
I mean, like all
college.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know like with the volleyballs, because when growing up in Iowa, like we didn't really, I didn't really know much about Nebraska volleyball because it wasn't on TV at the time. And I'd remember coming to football games and my uncles would be like, oh, you like talk about volleyball. And I'm like, well, who cares about volleyball?
Yeah.
Like that was my attitude back then because I didn't really know much about it. Unlike now that we've lived here for 8 years, you're just engulfed in it. But I just didn't know like if it was like that in Wisconsin at that time, or if Wisconsin just got good in the last 10, 15, 20 years of it was like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say it was.
So
Pretty
what
popular
brought
sport.
you to Lincoln?
I went to school at University of Nebraska Lincoln. Did
Okay.
a master's degree in higher education.
Okay.
And my husband and I loved Lincoln and decided to stay, and we've been here for over a decade.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't want to move back to Iowa if somebody paid me to.
She's not from Iowa.
Or wherever. I wouldn't want
Right.
to move away from Lincoln.
Okay.
That's what we love it here.
Yes.
What brought you
We
to
do.
Iowa or Nebraska, Lisa?
So I actually went to school in Colorado.
Okay.
And we wanted to move back. I got married and we wanted to move back this direction because my husband's also from Casey, Iowa, believe it or not.
Okay.
And we decided I got a job offer in Lincoln, and we've been here for almost 30 years.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
never left. Raise our kids here. We've had 3 kids go through Northeast High School.
Okay.
Two baseball players and a softball player.
Okay.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Nicole, do you have any questions? Are we ready to want to go to break?
Yeah. I think
All
we
right.
can go to
Well,
break.
let's go to break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little NFL with these ladies. So stay with
As
us.
we do.
93. Oh, and a little tease. Lisa said some listeners might be upset with her favorite NFL team.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Huh.
93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. We are joined in studio by Lisa and Amber. At the top of the hour, we're going to talk about breast cancer awareness. Amber's a breast cancer survivor. Lisa runs an event here in a couple weeks, Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. It's just a walk out at Holmes Lake, right? Out of Holmes Lake?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to get into that here at the top of the hour, but we're going to have a little more fun-hearted conversation before we...
But okay, first of all, fun-hearted is not you made that up. It's lighthearted.
Oh, lighthearted.
It's the second time you've done that.
Today?
Yes.
Can't be fun-hearted, too.
Yeah, but you're making it up and it's not right.
Lighthearted.
Lighthearted.
Okay, just so you guys know, we've been married 27 years.
Yeah, right.
So just, this is normal interaction between us here.
Not fun-hearted.
Lighthearted
yes.
conversation.
You also said rewound it earlier.
I know he did. He did.
Rewind it.
Rewind.
Rewound?
Yeah, wound.
Rewound. That's not a word?
I don't
not
know.
important. Not important.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's fine. See, it's not just me. but
Okay. Lighthearted
Thank you.
conversation here before we get into some serious stuff at the top of the next hour. Serious, but very important stuff to talk about. All right. So, Lisa, we'll start with you. Favorite NFL team and how you became a fan of that team.
So the Chiefs.
So I messed up again. The last time I said people are going to be maybe be upset about her favorite team, but she meant how she became a fan
Well, yeah.
of that team. So that
I don't think
nobody's really upset about it. We have so many Chiefs fans here that listen, so they're probably like, "Yes, that's awesome."
That's probably the most popular fan base around here.
Yeah.
Yes.
My husband thinks it's hilarious because I will actually look up the game time and like find the game and watch it like completely on my own, which I've never done in my life.
And why is that?
So I started watching the New Heights podcast.
What made you start to watch
And when
that?
did you start watching?
Yeah.
So I was seeing clips on TikTok and these
Mhm.
guys were so funny.
They are funny.
They were hilarious. And so I started watching the actual full podcast.
Mhm.
And then I watched the Jason Kelsey Prime Video documentary thing.
On Just Jason?
That was on Just Jason.
Oh, okay.
The
I
last
didn't know
year
about
he
that.
played when they didn't win.
Okay.
the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
They followed him and his wife and their kids. And they're
Yeah.
adorable.
That's why I question why you didn't become an Eagles fan.
Well, because I mean, Travis is
you
just
had to
kind
go
of-
for the Chiefs.
Kind of had to go for the Chiefs.
Mm.
Plus, they were the winning team.
Are you a Swiftie?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I watched the episode when he tried to give her the bracelet and everything. So
Yeah,
I've like
that is cool.
followed that all the way through. And I just
The only time I've ever watched that whole podcast was the one that Taylor Swift was on, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. I was very impressed by Travis and how he interacted, and Jason with Taylor Swift. So I
if you-
was impressed.
So if you're wondering if the Taylor Swift effect brought in new fans to the
We
Chiefs,
know that
we
it
do
did.
because
Yeah.
we have one right
Yep,
here.
right
Yeah.
here.
We
Yeah,
know
always,
it.
the NFL, there's always some fans like, wow, Taylor Swift. And it's like, I think the NFL's pretty smart. They understand they're going to get a
Yes.
new entire audience.
Right.
They're going to lean into
Right.
that.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, well,
right,
what
we'll
a
allow it.
charmed life you lead being a Chiefs fan.
right?
Yeah,
right
it-
now, anyway.
Yeah, it won't last. I don't know if you know how they were before they got good, but it
were
won't. I
bad.
mean, you
No,
can't.
they've
Alex Smith.
always been pretty good. Not
right.
like they've been
Not dynasty. good.
dynasty level good,
Yeah.
but they've always
They're making
been
playoffs.
playoffs. I mean, they've always been a good franchise. just not to this level.
That's true. You can say that about any football team.
Not the Bears.
Well, I mean,
We're not a good franchise.
I was literally stereo.
We haven't won a playoff
Jeff
game in
and
16
Harrison.
years.
I know. I mean, you can say that. I know. What I meant was you can say that about any football team in the sense that, like, if they're good, you can say, well, enjoy it while it lasts, because that's
okay.
what I meant.
We don't know what that's like.
You
enjoy
yours
it while
was a
it's
long
last.
time ago, before Harrison was born.
Anyway.
Not the Bears, both of you.
We were thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah. Not the Bears.
They're both Bears fans.
All right,
Jeff and
Amber, how about
Harrison.
you? Are you football fan?
Well, it wouldn't be a shocker. Green Bay Packers.
Oh,
Yeah. Me
that's
too.
Nicole's fan. Well, because
Yeah.
you're in Wisconsin. So
I figured,
obviously.
but I was
Cheesehead.
waiting until this segment to find out for sure.
So, did you go to any games when you lived up there? Or I mean,
I did. During high school, it was my senior year. I played the flute
okay.
in band, and we had the halftime show then. They don't do that anymore. That was really cool.
Well, that's a one shiny moment.
Mhm.
That is really
Yeah.
cool.
You played in the band on Lambeau Field.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
really
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't
it was
ask
awesome.
one shining moment.
Oh, I didn't.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I dropped the ball on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I just realized, but now we know, so it worked out.
Well, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's a big one. That would be cool. Jeff has toured Lambeau with
I
our
have.
son, who are
Aw.
neither of them are Packers fans, and I am, and I didn't get to go. So I
So
haven't been able to do
you're
that.
probably in the Brett Favre era, right?
Yep.
Growing up in the Brett Favre
Mhm.
era. Yeah, it must be nice to have 3 quarterbacks lead your franchise in the last 35 years.
It's worse when you rack up the years.
What do you mean?
It's like, think about like 40 years of just having a quarterback. And 40 years, the Bears have
I
just
didn't realize that the Bears
rotating.
weren't the only team though that has had so many quarterbacks in that time. Who are
The
the, other
Browns.
ones? The Browns. That's
Yep.
Ben was talking about that. But does the Bears have the most?
No, the Browns
No.
have the,
The Browns
most.
have
The
the most.
Bears are
Okay.
second.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
So how many quarterbacks have
a
you
lot.
guys had?
35, 36, 37.
Yeah.
And
It
I
was-
think like 6 quarterbacks have started for Green Bay in the last 35 years.
When I was born in 99, they were still cycling. I was born in the middle of trying to figure it out. Still.
Okay.
So before my time.
Okay. Yeah.
But now
So
I
see,
think we have one.
The Packers are a franchise. I mean, they haven't won
Yeah.
a Super Bowl since 2010,
That
but
feels like longer.
or 2010, I think. But they've always been good.
Yeah.
Right. And then they're in the playoffs and stuff like that. And this is kind of you'll think this is funny, Harrison. So our son is a Ravens fan. And he's been a Ravens fan for about 6 years. So 2019. So they've always been good since he's been a fan. And they lost to the Chiefs. Lamar's hurt. They have all these injuries. And so the Ravens are 1-3 right now. And on Monday, he was like, well, I just don't know if I'm even going to watch the Super Bowl. I'm just like, okay, hold on. Hold on a minute. I said, I've watched 40 Super Bowls in my life. For the last 40 years, I've been watching Super Bowl after Super Bowl. I've only seen my team play in 1 Super Bowl in the last 40 years.
Right.
So you need to suck it up. And
Taking
if your
some
team
perspective.
has a bad year, you still watch, right? You don't just mail it in and be like, oh, I don't care anymore. No, only fake fans don't care when their team starts doing bad, right? We
he
care.
didn't mean that because he is such
He's
a
come
sports
around
fan.
now.
Yeah.
That was like Monday.
He didn't mean it.
Just an emotional moment. It happens.
We know
Well,
how that is.
That's how we are. Usually when Nebraska loses, it's Monday, Tuesday, you're just and then by
hate
Wednesday,
football. I'm
you're
never
kind of
watching
turning
again.
the corner. Thursday, you're kind of turning the corner more, and then you just get excited.
Mm-hmm.
But in the moment, yeah. So I had to talk him off the ledge just a little bit and be like, it's okay. Right.
I don't think you called it talking him off the ledge. What'd you call it? You had to give him an attitude adjustment.
Attitude
I
adjustment.
think
Like,
is
hey,
what you called it.
poor baby. Your
Yeah.
team's been in the playoffs every year. Except for one since you've watched your team. My team hasn't won a playoff game in 16 years. So I don't want to hear it. But a little attitude adjustment. So, all right. Well, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to get into more about Breast Cancer Awareness Month with these two ladies. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Suizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Suizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Suizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rolloffs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essink.
All right, welcome into the Fitness Fanatics. It is hour number 2. Hour number 2 is sponsored by Modern Woodmen of America. Founded in 1883, Modern Woodmen offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the U.S. For more information, please call Sean Erickson at 402-483-6515. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. So big shout out to Modern Woodmen. We appreciate all their support of the Fitness Fanatics and everything that they do. Again, if you need anything, they can hook you up. Health insurance, life insurance, financial planning. Sean Erickson, 402-483-6515. All right, ladies, let's get into our serious discussions now. Okay, Lisa. So one of the reasons I reached out to you is because obviously it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you guys are putting on an event coming up in a couple weeks at Holmes Lake. So why don't you talk about that and how that all started and how you got involved in this event?
Yeah. So Making Strides Against Breast Cancer is October 19th out at Holmes Lake. The event starts at 11 a.m. We do have a walk that starts at 1. There's 2 routes you can take. One is approximately 1 mile. The other route is approximately 3 miles. And it's open to everyone in the community. But Making Strides is the nation's largest and most impactful breast cancer movement. We provide a supportive community for breast cancer survivors, metastatic breast cancer thrivers, caregivers, families, and friends. And the funding from this walk helps us to be able to provide patient support across the state of Nebraska, and also breast cancer research funding.
So how did you get involved in this?
So I've been working for the American Cancer Society this will be my 6th year.
Okay.
I've been doing the Making Strides Walk. This is my 5th year doing the Making Strides Walk. So the first one out of COVID, I started. And I went to work for the American Cancer Society because I actually lost my mom to cancer in 2014. And so it kind of really impacted my life going through that journey with my mom. And, she was probably the most important person in my life outside of my husband and my kids. So it was very impactful to me. And so I wanted to, I've done nonprofit work off and on throughout my career. And when I wanted to go back into nonprofit work, I wanted to do something that was going to be really meaningful for myself and my family. And so I have come to get to know breast cancer survivors and cancer survivors in our community. Some of my best friends are from this world now. And we really kind of lean on each other and help each other through all the hard moments in our lives. But they're really, I hear the survivors talk to each other, and it's kind of this sisterhood that nobody wanted to be a part of.
Right.
And they're so supportive of each other and such a wonderful network. And I'm just proud to be able to do something to help these men and women that have been touched by cancer at some point in their life. and hopefully give them some hope that, at the time my family so desperately needed. So yeah, that's how I came to work for the Cancer Society.
Okay. Okay. All right, Amber, let's get into your story. So you're a breast cancer survivor. So this is just going to kind of be your story. I mean, you can get into in detail, like, just kind of let you share your story and we'll just kind of go from there.
Wonderful. Well, before my diagnosis, I was thriving. I was really active in the community. I was part of Females in Action. It is a workout group
Okay.
that I would lead workouts outside. Females in Action was something that was really close to my heart, and I'm still really active in traveling a lot with my husband. I'm an academic advisor with the university, so I was really thriving in my job as well, and had my regular mammogram, which came back normal. However, I was told I had very dense tissue, which recommended getting more screening. My mother is also a breast cancer survivor as well. So, with that higher risk, they recommended me doing more screening. I did do the breast MRI. A couple of months later, I had up to a year to complete that MRI. I'm so glad I did because that's what caught my breast cancer. With dense tissue, it's harder to see breast cancer on the mammogram screening. Very, very thankful for my team, Radiologist Advanced Imaging. They're the ones that recommended that additional screening as well. Currently, right now, I'm in remission. I was actually diagnosed in April 2024.
Okay.
So, yeah, life is good and thriving again. And I went through not only surgery, but I also went through radiation as well
Okay.
last year.
Nicole, do you have anything to add? You
No,
just haven't
I'll add if I think of something. I will. I'm just listening. That's all. Just
I will
listening.
say one of the things that the American Cancer Society does is we do advocacy as well.
Mhm.
And the breast MRI is a screening tool that's being, used pretty widely now. But I think it was 2 years ago, we worked to work with the legislator to help pass a law that if you are at risk, high risk of breast cancer, whether it be a survivor or someone that's genetically high risk and you have Nebraska-based insurance, you can get a breast MRI covered just like your mammogram.
Mhm.
So for survivors like Amber, I happen to also be high risk. So I have the same thing every 6 months, like a mammogram or a breast MRI,
Mhm.
alternate every year to help, be able to see those, those tumors when they're very small, and it's saving lives. If she had gone another year,
Mhm.
her diagnosis could have been very different.
Yes, very different. And my breast cancer was caught early. So I'm very, very thankful for that.
What is the new guideline for the timeline for getting
It's-
screenings?
It's still 40.
Okay.
Is the age that they recommend, but
Mhm.
I say talk to your doctor.
Mhm.
Because if you have a family history of breast cancer, strong genetic link to breast cancer, they might start recommending you get mammograms baseline even in your early 30s.
Mhm.
I talked to someone just the other day that their doctor recommended at like 28 that they start getting mammograms because they had that high risk gene. So, yeah.
Do you think that over the years that's changed though, right? Did it used to be older?
45.
Okay, just 45 and then to
Mhm.
40.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think the benefit of just having it done earlier, 40 even seems like a long time. I feel like that should be something that's earlier.
And one of the things that, I think is really interesting is if you look at the cancer rates with the peak of breast cancer deaths, it was like 1990, 1989.
Mhm.
We've seen a 44% decrease in breast cancer deaths over the last 30 years.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of that is because of early education, early screenings, recognizing that younger women are getting breast cancer, finding it earlier, being able to treat it sooner. We have, millions of breast cancer survivors in the United States right now because of
Mhm.
that early screening. It's saving people's lives.
Mhm.
People are living years and years post metastatic breast cancer diagnosis because there's treatments available for them
Mhm.
that they're able to respond to. There's immunotherapies and things like that they didn't have 10, 20 years ago.
Mhm.
And there's a couple of drugs out there right now that's pretty commonly used for breast cancer treatment that we helped found.
Mhm.
ACS helped provide the funding for that research that found those drugs. And, you know, every one of those new drugs that's found, there's a branch of kind of, you know, little differences, but similar drugs, but slightly different. And
Mhm.
it just gives us more and more in our arsenal to
Yeah.
be able to save lives. But there'll be 320,000 women diagnosed with breast cancer this year and 3,000 men,
Mhm.
you know, and so we want to give everyone a chance,
Yeah.
you know, regardless of who you are, your demographic, anything. Like we want everyone to have a chance
Yeah.
to survive breast cancer.
So Amber, what happens when you're diagnosed with breast cancer, and then like what was kind of your pipeline to becoming involved like with the American Cancer Society and stuff like that? Like how does that come about for
Mhm.
someone who maybe is just starting this journey and not sure how to connect?
Mhm. Lean on your close friends and family. That was a huge part. And I also, part of my healing was being a Portraits of Hope as well. Honoree, which I'm very honored to be part of. That's been very healing to me, being connected with other previvors, survivors, and thrivers. And then being part of the community even more just has really been beneficial to me, especially throughout this year because I just celebrated my 1 year anniversary as a breast cancer survivor
Mhm.
as well. Um, and for those that are recently diagnosed, know that it's normal to feel overwhelmed, feel numb. Um, Lean on those that care about you and trust your treatment team as well. I've been very grateful that I had a great treatment team that helped guide me because it's so new with all the terminology and what to do next. It can be very, very overwhelming.
So do you get like the resources as part of your diagnosis? Like are you provided with that support? Like is your provider telling you like here reach out to this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I
Mhm.
was recently diagnosed, they gave me information with the American Cancer Society, like
Mhm.
support groups that I can be involved in. And then I found Portraits of Hope honoree, which a friend of mine had encouraged me to apply, which I'm so grateful I did. Met some amazing women, Lisa, and all of the other Portraits of Hope honorees as well.
So what is Portraits of Hope?
Portraits of Hope is you are an ambassador for Making Strides Against Nebraska and American Cancer Society. You have an opportunity to help raise money, $1,000 or more throughout the year that will help with breast cancer research, supportive services for breast cancer patients, and also a way to develop or give awareness and also hope to others going through a breast cancer survivor, and even the survivorship as well can be hard because I
Mhm.
go through yearly mammograms and MRIs, and I'll actually have my first MRI on October 20th, right after the breast cancer walk.
Mhm.
Our Portraits of Hope are our local faces and stories of breast cancer. You know, one of the things that our chair and myself a couple of years ago felt really strongly about is that we wanted to bring Nebraska stories and Nebraska women to the forefront
Mhm.
of our fight and share their stories. And so we ask for nominees usually right at the first of the year. We go through and talk to each one of the survivors, and we pick 6 that will represent our event for the year.
Mhm.
And we have, you know, different stories from each one. Each woman's story is unique. Each journey is unique. And
Mhm.
so giving them an opportunity to be the face and stories of breast cancer for the year just helps. They've formed these friendships and these relationships. You should see their Twitter or their
Mhm.
texts chains. They really, truly are helping each other. We've got one gal who's literally just finishing her treatment. We have a previver. That's someone who has had a very high risk of getting breast cancer. Her mother and her sister are both survivors. And she was getting repeated biopsies, having to have them done. And so the recommendation was that she have a preventative mastectomy, and that's a previver. And then we call our thrivers our metastatic breast cancer survivors, because they never really truly finish their journey. They're always fighting cancer. And so we call them thrivers because they're thriving through their cancer journey. But these women are brave, and we wanted to put them at the forefront of this event. And this is what we are fundraising for. Our first survivors like Amber, and there are other portraits, and your family members and your friends and your people in the community that have been touched by it. We want them to be able to have patient support, rides to treatment, access to care, a place to stay if they need to, away from home while they're getting treatment. All those things that we do in our community, in addition to fundraising for research.
What about, I'm just thinking about just different things that happen probably when there's a diagnosis. What about support for like the rest of the family? I'm assuming, like, I'm sure it's very difficult for children when their mother's going through this treatment.
Yep. So cancer.org has a lot of resources for cancer families and survivors. In fact, I tell people, like, if you hear that word from your doctor, don't Google it. Go to cancer.org, because you're going to find the resources and the actual information that's going to be helpful for you and your family to get through that diagnosis. We have an ACS Cares app that also helps provide a peer-to-peer resource for both family members and cancer survivors. So depending on what kind of cancer you have, you can be matched with another survivor that's gone through that journey, and they can give you peer-to-peer help. But also, if you're a caregiver, you can get caregiver support as well.
I feel like that is probably something that is very important too. Yeah. Because
talking to somebody that's been through, like, nobody wants to talk to me about it. Like, I can't help you get through something like that.
But you would want to talk to another husband that's gone through taking care of his wife through that process. Like, you know what I mean? You would want that, right?
Well, I haven't. Oh, yes.
In that scenario.
So, like, if you were diagnosed, but I mean, like,
in that scenario, you would want to have resources too. To be like,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I've only had surgery like 2 times, and he hates seeing me in a hospital bed. So I can't imagine that it would be very. You just had your colonoscopy last year, and you almost had a panic attack just laying in that hospital bed.
Well, I know it was weird. So I was gonna say,
it's
like,
not uncommon.
A couple years ago, we had Warren on, who was diagnosed with colon cancer. Like, he just felt totally fine, but his wife was just, you need to get in there and get this done. And he was like, fine, whatever. And he was had cancer everywhere. His colon.
Yeah.
And he's okay now. They got it all out. But so these guys were giving me a hard time, like, oh, you need to get it done. So now, Nicole's 45. She needs to be, no, I'm talking about getting a mammogram.
I didn't know that it was 40, but
well,
no, my doctor is I have until January to get my colonoscopy and my mammogram. So, but my colonoscopy's in 2 weeks, so I got to get through that first.
Now we got to put a little pressure on her to get it
but
done.
It's scheduled.
We're getting me done.
Very important screenings.
I am a terrible example because I hadn't been to the doctor like at all.
I really haven't either.
Right.
I mean,
so this year I went to the doctor. My doctor and the nurse was just appalled that I have not had an MRI yet, and I didn't know that it was 40. I didn't know. Yeah, they were like jokingly giving me a hard time. Like, what are you doing? Why haven't you had this done yet? So I appreciate that. And I think that is probably a really big driver in people getting, an early diagnosis. So
mammograms are so quick and easy these days, aren't they? I think it took me like 10 minutes to have my mammogram, and they have such great, they're 3D mammograms are great readers. If you have dense breast tissue, you may need to get another, like an ultrasound or something like that, or maybe an MRI, like we talked about. But don't be afraid of going in and getting your mammogram.
I'm not afraid.
Like
I just don't like taking time for myself. You know what I mean? And that's what going to the doctor, doing this stuff. It's like one more thing to do, but
Well, we're
that's why I'm
getting older
saying I'm
now.
a terrible example, but I am on track
Yep,
to get
got
caught
in there.
up. I have my colonoscopy in 2 weeks, I think.
Good.
2 Mondays.
No, my
and then,
panic attack was just like I was just laying in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, the last time me personally was in the hospital for anything me related, I got my tonsils out when I was 5.
Yeah. Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like I haven't broken a bone. Like I've never had to do anything in the hospital for myself. So I was just like laying there with my gown on, and I was just like,
I do not want.
I never want to be in here again. Now, obviously, like breast cancer is not something you can avoid, right? I mean, you could do your early screenings, but I mean, for like taking care of my health, like what am I eating?
What more can you do?
Working out, nutrition, physical activity. Because I'm just like, this is horrible that I'm in. And I knew like I was fine.
And
like,
you were fine. Your colonoscopy was clear.
Clean as a whistle, right?
It was good.
Couple little things, but I don't have to go back for 10 years. So I'm good on that. But it was just
It's important for men to know their body too. We always tell the women like know your
changes.
body, do your self-exam. But men get breast cancer too.
Yeah.
And it's even more deadly a lot of times in men because they don't realize, or they say, oh, I must have pulled a muscle, or I've got a little lymph node that's sore or something. Like they'll put it off thinking it's going to go away, not realizing that you need to really be aware of changes in your body.
Because that's probably how it's diagnosed for men.
Yes.
It's just like self-discovered.
Typically, yes.
Yeah. Because I'm sure there's no screening age for men to have any type of.
It's typically self-discovered. It's something that they feel something that's not right and it doesn't go away. But the problem is, like we were just talking about, my husband would be the same way. He'd sit on it for 6 months. And be like, why
or he
is
might
this
be
going
like,
away?
wow, I'm good. I'm building some muscle there. Right.
Right.
Man, this is my chest is getting
right. Maybe
I lifted some weights.
Yeah. But I'm sure
that'd
that'd
be something else.
Yeah. But you said 3,000 men per year in the United States. And how many women?
320.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
It's not as prominently diagnosed.
Sure.
Right.
But and there are correlations genetically between other things too. There's some correlations between prostate cancer and genetics for women to get breast cancer if you have a family member that's gotten prostate cancer. And your doctor will go through those risk factors with you. The genetic testing, I think, is getting better all the time too. I had some last year that caught a strain of a genetic strain that wouldn't have been found like 3 to 5 years ago. And I didn't know. And my doctor was like, what did you miss? And I said,
I think just genetic testing, I hope that becomes more prevalent, but just because families and women didn't talk about this stuff. So you could have had, great grandmother that went through this and they just didn't talk about it and you just didn't know.
I was 15 before I knew my grandmother had breast cancer. She had it when I was very young.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. I was in my teens. My grandparents, both my grandfathers had prostate cancer and nobody talked about it.
Yeah. So I think that it needs, that's what's so much better about awareness right now that we talk about it more. But and just talking about changes in life expectancy and stuff too, like that, you could have that genetic marker, but like Jeff's family, his father, grandfather, uncle, they've all had strokes and passed away early, early as far as life expectancy goes, but you could still have a genetic predisposition to like breast cancer, but maybe the women in your family died sooner than that from other causes. And you wouldn't know until you are the person that lives long enough to know that that's a genetic thing. So,
and it's all about, like you were saying, how do you lower your risk? You eat healthy, you stay active, you get your screenings done every year, and you know your body. Those are great ways to just really stay on top of.
Well, and I think more than anything, so I have a really good friend that passed away from breast cancer, and she's actually been on our show before, Mary Lee, and she did exercise and ate well, and she did all that stuff. So sometimes
she was exercising the day she died almost. They had to keep her from going.
That's a spoilie.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, my
I'm
bad.
getting there.
Should we take a break and then come
no,
back?
let me just finish telling the story real fast.
Okay.
Because I don't want to cry and I don't want to do this 2 times.
All right.
But
all right.
so that's one of those statistics. We all know it's important, but whenever I hear it, I always get a little mad, But she also did put off screening, and she did. I mean, it was kind of COVID that time that, she missed some of her screening windows and stuff. And so I hear that, and I get mad, like, no, because she did. And she still had breast cancer, and it still spread, and she still died. But the thing is, it might not have prevented her from getting breast cancer, but it put her in such a great position to be able to go through her treatment, because she was exercising all the way up. I mean, we were friends on Apple Watch, and I would get a notification. I know she had chemo in like 2 days, and I'd get a notification that she had completed a workout, and I would be teaching a class, and I would be like, we don't have an excuse.
Right.
Like, Marilee just finished a workout. Like, and so I think that, that exercise component and the eating right, it builds a type of discipline, I think, that helps you mentally be able to get through it and have something to hang on to during that hard time, even though it doesn't always, it's not a cure by any means. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go to break, so stay with us. We'll keep this great conversation going when we get back. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change anytime without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says, it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. We have Lisa and Amber in here. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so that's what we're doing, bringing awareness to it. We encourage everybody to get your mammograms done, and not just for breast cancer, but any, like Aaron Davis had prostate cancer, and he's always like, guys, get it done. Early
go to the
detection.
doctor,
Don't
get your
wait.
screenings.
Yes,
Yep.
I mean, a lot of this preventative care is free.
Yeah.
You know, our colonoscopies, free.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the bill, so I know what it cost if I didn't if it wasn't. And it was like, okay, I'm glad this says 0 here.
Well, I think it was Ben too, who was the one that kind of got you to finally
Our
do it.
son, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, our son, because my brother died in a car accident last year, and we were driving home from his services from Colorado, and he just said, "When are you getting that done?"
Wow.
So guess what I did on Monday?
Yep.
Got
Make
it
the appointment.
because I
That's right,
put it
Harrison.
off.
Good job.
I was supposed to be 45, and I got it done when I was 46.
Yeah.
So I waited, and then our son was like, he just left service of his uncle, and I mean, he died in a car accident, so it wasn't anything he really could have
Yeah,
done to
but he was
prevent it.
leaving the service and thinking, I don't want to have to
Go
do
through
this again.
with-
Yeah.
And he just put me in my place.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get it scheduled.
Yeah.
And I got it done.
Yep. I need to do my
for
stuff
you.
to be an
Responsible.
example for my daughter too, for our daughter. So
Yep.
I know I will.
Okay, so a lot of cool events coming up this month. So Lisa, I know you have kind of a list of how people can get involved, not if they're not participating in the walk, but other things they can do to help fundraise. So why don't you kind of go through what we have going up?
Yeah. So starting tomorrow, Raising Cane's is doing a benefit night for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer from 11 to 7. All of the Nebraska Raising Cane's are participating. So go in and get your chicken finger fix for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We got orders now.
Yeah.
We need to go in and do that.
We'll have to tell Ben because he loves canes.
Tomorrow
So,
for lunch.
Yeah, we'll make sure he gets
15%
gets down there too.
of their their sales are going to Making Strides tomorrow. So yeah, tell your friends.
So we need to get the
office
bigger,
mates.
the bigger
Caniac.
baskets.
You want the Caniac combo.
We want
Yeah.
the bigger
Caniac.
baskets,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Spend
they're
more
called
money.
Caniac.
Caniac.
Okay.
I'll definitely
We've
be the
only
kid
been to
tomorrow.
Cane's like maybe 4 times, 3 or 4 times.
What?
I know. We just don't.
We'll have to make it 5.
Yeah. We
I've
will
only
have
Tomorrow.
once for
We'll have
me,
to.
so I'm excited.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Try some canes again.
We're
So
like, we're like
tomorrow-
a once a month family.
Yeah. Our son goes a lot. 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Just
Yes.
any location in Nebraska.
In Nebraska.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome. That's,
Nice.
So
that's
yeah.
a big opportunity.
Mention
Lincoln.
mention Making Strides at the counter, and if you go on our Facebook page or makingstrideswalk.org/Nebraska, we also have the code you can use if you do like DoorDash or
Okay.
an online order. You can put a code in, and that'll make sure we get our 50%.
So you have to
too.
mention that. You have
Yeah,
to,
mention
okay.
it at the
Mhm.
counter.
Okay. Okay.
And then on Tuesday night, we're doing a ladies' night with Fleet Feet, and we're going to be talking all about breast cancer awareness and screenings. They're going to have some physicians in there talking about it, but they're also going to have some local businesses with some goodies for everyone. I think they're doing a raffle, and the proceeds are going to Making Strides, and our Portraits of Hope will be there, so you can see Amber and hear her story in person. And our other Portraits of Hope, we have 6 of them, and they're
And what
all
time is
wonderful.
that start Tuesday night?
I believe that is at 5:30.
Okay.
6:15.
6:15. Oh, thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's Lori
Doors
with
open
Fleet
at
Feet.
6:15.
And I think it
Starts at 6:30.
6:30, yeah.
We've had Lori on as a guest
Yep, she's
before.
been a
We
guest.
used to be neighbors, business neighbors, because Farrell's used to be right across the parking lot. Then we moved to the Meadow Lane location.
remember
So
that.
yeah, we are.
And Lori's donating a pair of pink tennis shoes for our silent auction. So yeah, we're doing a silent auction at Making Strides for the first time this year. So we're excited about that. It's going to go live online on the 13th. So again, check our website for that.
Well, we need to get you a free 10-week challenge from
Yep.
Farrell's.
Yeah, we'll donate that
Yes.
also.
So we'll
Yes.
get that in there for you
Yep.
as well. So we'll get that taken care of.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So our walk is on the 19th. We're going to be doing some pink outs at the high schools. I know we're doing one with Norris and one with Waverly. So you'll see a lot of activities, and there's a lot of breast cancer awareness opportunities around the community. I'd say take an opportunity to get connected, and wear your pink and talk to people about it. About, have you had your mammogram? But we have volunteer opportunities for the Making Strides walk on the 19th. So if you want to volunteer, you have a child that's looking for volunteer hours. I know all the seniors have to do volunteer hours. And if you're part of a sorority or a fraternity and you need some volunteer hours,
Megan, super fan.
That's our friend.
It's our Fitness Fanatics and Harrison's nemesis, Megan.
She, even when you guys aren't live, sometimes she'll run past on like weeknights too.
If the podcast isn't up in time, she gets on and where's
Yeah.
this podcast?
So sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
It's good though. She could.
She just ran by.
Yeah.
Just sometimes
With her daughter.
Yeah. Yes. So
you
sorry.
forget you're like in a zoo.
I
Right?
know.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I know. I
It's like
tried.
Good Morning America,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
People are watching.
So if
Yes,
you have
volunteering.
a
So what are the things that you can do as a volunteer?
So
for that-
the
for the
day of
walk?
the event, we have setup and tear down. So that's just the basic. We do all of it. So I'm the only staff partner that's paid to be a part of this event. Everything else is done with volunteers. Everything from, the entire year of planning this event to the day of event setup, and everything is all done by volunteers. So if you want to get involved, we have lots of levels that you can get involved in. But the day of, they're going to be setting up tents, putting up chairs and tables and signage and all that good stuff. We also have people that volunteer at the event. So like all the people working in our merch tent, in our survivor tent, in our welcome tent, those are all volunteers. People that are handing out, beads and bracelets and things along the walk path, those are all volunteers. So we have lots of volunteer opportunities. If you're part of a Girl Scouts or a girls club or boys club or, again, a sorority fraternity, we could have you working a water station or handing out goodies or running our kids games. I mean, there's lots of things they could do.
Mhm.
And if they only have an hour, we'll take it, just whatever ability you have to volunteer some time.
Okay.
We truly appreciate it. So yeah.
Let's hope for nice weather. I
Yes.
remember one year, might have been our first year here in 2018.
Yeah, it's
We were doing yes.
Yeah.
I think you were out of town and we were gonna do something.
Yeah, I was out of town doing a race, and it was also very crappy weather in Iowa, and it was
It's just a
we're-
blizzard here. It was
we're doing that canoeing race. It was
just
terrible.
crazy. I remember all that snow. It was
That was the year before I started.
Okay,
I hear about
okay.
that year all the time. Remember when we walked in the snow?
Oh, that was
my God.
yeah. I
So
remember
good point.
that.
Our event does happen rain or shine.
Okay.
So dress appropriately for the weather, but we're going to knock wood that we have good weather. Like last year, we had about 2,000 people out walking around Holmes Lake, and it was this big sea of pink walking.
Very
We
cool.
have food trucks and kids activities and hair tinseling and face painting. I mean, bring your kids out. Our walk paths are stroller and wagon friendly. Our path, our 1 mile path, is all on the paved trails, so we're handicap accessible as well. But we invite everybody to come out and celebrate with us, and lots of fun activities. The celebration starts at 11, and the walk starts at 1. I encourage you to come early and see. We have the Lincolniers are singing, the Bathtub Dogs are singing, the Star City Pride Choir is singing. We have the Norris Cheers going to be doing entertainment, cheering, dancing, performing. That's right. We have a survivor named Tanisha Williams that's going to sing a song to our survivors, and just lots of great information and activities. And it's just a really uplifting day. Powerful event.
All right.
Good.
Well, let's throw it to break,
Yep.
and we'll be back and finish up. So stay with us. 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrollout.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rollouts, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gannett Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gannett Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gannett Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GannettTrucking.com.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. We just have a few minutes left for you, so we're going to go through where you can find about all this information, websites, Facebook, all these fun places. So give us like where can we sign up to volunteer, all that fun stuff.
So makingstrideswalk.org/Nebraska is going to have all of your event information. So you can find where you can sign up to volunteer. You can find information about, you can sign up, you can make a donation, you can find Amber's team, you can make a donation to her team or one of your friends or families. You can create your own team. We do encourage everyone that's going to come out to the walk to please register online because there is a waiver that's part of that process. We all want you to sign that and come out and enjoy your day and have a stress-free day for you guys. That also means that you don't have to go to the check-in tent or anything once you get there. You can do all your fundraising online, or we have an app, and you can find the app is ACS FUN, capital letters, FUND raising, fundraising.
Okay. Yeah.
Fundraising. Yeah. And you can sign up through the app. You can fundraise through the app. It makes it really, really, really easy. But if people have questions, they can shoot me an email.
Will the app have like a list of like activities the day of?
No, but the website does.
Okay.
And if you go to, there's a little at the very top of our website, it says more information right underneath the location and time frame. You can open that up and it'll give you everything. I've got our schedule of activities listed, when people are performing. We have all of our booths listed. Our sponsors are listed out there. And there's also an FAQ. So if you have questions like, can I bring my dog? Or what should I wear for shoes or clothing or whatever? Or is it rain or shine? Or do I need cash? It'll answer those questions too. So we do have food trucks that are coming. We're going to have 6 food trucks, the Waffle Man, Lemonade Lab, New Day Coffee, Mary Ellen's, and the Corn Dog Truck, which I'm kind of stoked about that.
You're like the state fair here.
That's awesome.
I know. Excited about that one. That's new. And so lots of activities again for kids. We're going to have entourage, hair school, tinseling, and doing hair color, like the little temporary color on their hair. We have a face painter coming out. We have a lot of opportunities for you to honor people that have been touched by cancer in your life too. You can honor them on our Hope Wall. You can go online right now and buy a tribute, and we'll do a full color sign to put on our walk, honoring someone that that's been touched by cancer, and they can during the walk, they can see their sign, and that's really
Mhm.
touching as well. Yeah, there's lots of opportunities. We have a lot of sponsored booths out there. We have our big pink chair. You can climb up in our big pink chair and take a picture. And of course, the most impactful thing for our survivors is our survivor tent, where they get to go in, and we, the Zetas are our Zeta Tau Alpha is our national sponsor of our survivor tent. So these gals put a sash on you that says survivor. They give you gifts, and we have activities. We're going to have bra pong in there for the survivors to play. Just all kinds of fun things and fun activities, but really something special for our survivors as well.
And then what is it just the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer of Nebraska is for the Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. If you just search Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Nebraska, you'll
Okay.
find our Facebook group. I put something out there every day. Right now, we're talking about the canes, talking about Fleet Feet out there. Honor people's fundraising goals when they hit a certain goal. We celebrate those wins and put the stories. All of our Portraits of Hope stories will be shared out over the next 2 weeks as well. Also, watch for interviews with them on 10/11 leading up to our walk. So, yeah.
Okay. And then Amber, do you have anything that you would like to kind of close out with? Maybe advice for somebody just facing a diagnosis, or just any type of words of encouragement? Not to put you on the spot. I should have warned you about this ahead of time, but
No worries. Just give the support from your family and friends. Connect with them. Connect with your doctors as well. They are a great resource for support groups, for how to connect with other survivors as well. Just having that supportive group is really important, and you're not alone. You're never alone. And connect with a survivor as well. I think that is super, super healing and important throughout your breast cancer treatment and your diagnosis.
and then also the opportunities to like pay it forward too, which is what you've kind of done too.
Yes,
Mhm.
pay forward. Yes.
Yeah, which is kind of a full circle, maybe
Mhm,
a
it
little
is.
bit. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Very full
Mhm.
circle. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
Yep,
you.
thank
So
you very
honored
much.
to be here today.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Again, get those mammograms done.
Yes,
ladies,
get those
guys,
mammograms.
just let's do our preventative care.
Yes.
And something comes up, we can tackle it early. So
Yep.
All right. Well, everybody have a great Sunday, and we'll see you next week on the Fitness Fanatics 93.7 The Ticket.